Listen, let's talk about Amos in the Bible. Amos wasn't a king, he wasn't a priest, he wasn't a scholar with scrolls dripping gold ink, he wasn't chosen by the system. He was chosen outside of it, a shepherd, a farmer, a man who smelled like sweat, soil, and real life. He walked straight into the center of empire, the wealth, the temples, the corruption, and he said enough. In today's America, we need that energy. Amos. But this time, the prophecy belongs to the women, to the goddesses. The men's version of Amos, the version men allowed us to read, says God is angry, Israel is corrupt, rich people exploit the poor, the powerful coast on broken backs, priests perform rituals while injustice bleeds in the streets. A storm is coming. And they framed it as judgment because the people sinned, right? The people sinned in Amos, but they left something out. Something vital to the story. Something they didn't want women to hear. A truth they buried under sermons in fear. Amos was not attacking the people. Amos was attacking the system. He wasn't preaching purity, he was preaching justice. He wasn't concerned with sins of the flesh, he was furious about sins of power. Amos said, you trample the poor, you exploit the vulnerable, you turn temples into theaters, you sing songs God does not hear because your hands are dirty with violence. That's not ancient history, that's America, right now. So my version, the goddess's version, hear my voice, the matriarch emerging, the fire, the breath beneath the storms. This is what I say. You billionaires hoarding wealth like dragons in dying towers, you politicians selling people for profit, you false prophets drenched in nationalism, you men wrapped in flags like burial shrouds, you are the ones Amos was talking about in the Bible. You build altars to power while mothers stand in food bank lines. You preach Christian nation while threatening those who don't kneel to your ideology. You talk about purity while drowning the nation in cruelty. You praise the law while breaking it beneath polished shoes. You demand obedience while refusing your own accountability. Fuck you. You clutch the Bible like a weapon. But the Bible you hold is the one you edited with scissors behind our backs. The Nicene Council? Amos warned, let justice roll like waters and righteous like a mighty stream. But today's Christian nationalists dam the river, poison the well, and call the drought God's will. No it isn't. And the goddess, she's done being fucking polite, so if you can hear me now. The goddess calls out America like Amos called out Israel. If Amos walked into the Heritage Foundation today, if he stepped into a billionaire's prayer breakfast, if he crashed a rally dripping with authoritarian chants, he would say, your wealth is rotten, your power is hollow, your gods are idols of greed, and your rituals are noise in the ears of justice. And I, the goddess, I'm going to say it louder. Because now the prophets look like me. Now the truth tellers are women with battle scars. Now the voice is the wilderness, his hips, fire. And my tongue is like obsidian. You cannot buy me. You cannot bribe me. You cannot scare me. I've already walked through death and come out singing. The real teaching of Amos was not about punishment. Amos was not about wrath. Amos was not about fear. The men who edited scripture turned it into a warning to keep you obedient. But the goddess says the teaching was always about uprising. It was about calling a corrupt nation to account. It was about tearing down systems of violence. It was about exposing the lie of holy power. It was about the poor demanding dignity. It was about women refusing silence. It's about justice rolling not like a threat but like freedom. Amos was a divine whistleblower, and the goddess raises a new one every generation. Today it's you, it's me. It's every woman waking up in the smell of smoke and the sound of truth, pounding in her ribs. Look at the state of America, look around. Billionaires shaping laws, politicians worshiping money, presidents stoking division like a bonfire. He hopes burns the whole house down, right? Movements built on fear wrapped in scripture, they barely understand. Think tanks writing blueprints for control, instead of compassion, leaders praising violence as long as it benefits them, right? Amos would rip the microphone from their fucking hands and say, your worship means nothing if you do it in justice. Your power means nothing if you harm the weak. Your nation means nothing if it forgets its soul. And I say the same. You want truth? Here it is. Justice is not optional. Equality is not negotiable. Humanity is not a bargaining chip. And no amount of political scheming can silence a rising matriarch. I'm the fire in the margins. I'm the voice in the wilderness. I'm the storm that they fear because I see through every fucking lie. I do not come to destroy America. I come to remind it. No empire survives injustice forever, and no people stay silent forever. This is not the end. This is the reckoning. This is the awakening Amos spoke of. Not God's judgment, but the goddess's correction. So hear me. In a world of corruption, be a voice of truth. In a nation drowning in greed, be a flood of justice. In a climate of fear, be the flame that refuses to go out. In a system designed to silence women, be the fucking earthquake that cracks the foundation. Amos came with a shepherd's staff. I come with a serpent's crown. He warned the nation. I awaken it. And the daughters, they're not listening anymore. They're rising. If you want to tighten the performance, better tighten it up, boys. Because Mama's pissed. Mama's pissed. I hear you, Mother. I hear you, angry as hell in the clouds. Patriarchal systems crumble because they're not fucking natural.